What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be reviewing The Key by Nocturnus, released in 1990. Now, this is easily, one of the most technical death metal albums of its time. The only things really comparing in 1990 were not even Death at this point. Death was not progressive until, 1993. By the way, Death shirt. um, and then Atheist released, Unquestionable Presence in 1991. So, this was, the most technical album of its time. And I really just wanted to review it. I know this is probably not going to get a lot of views, because this is an old album, and nobody cares about death metal, but I do. And it's a death metal album with a story, so that's pretty cool. That's pretty sick. Usually they don't have stories, usually it's just a bunch of hootenanny, and the album cover is also sick. It is freaking tough, dude. It's like a cyborg going through this, robot alien tunnel and, unlocking something at the end. It's a sick cover. One of my favorite covers for sure. But yeah, the band members at the time who were playing when this album dropped: Mike Browning on vocals and drums, Mike Davis on guitars, Sean McNenny on guitars as well, Jeff Estes on bass, and Louis Panzer on keyboards. That's a very important thing for this band as well. They got keyboards, which is pretty sick. They do a lot of sci-fi cool sounds with that. And I'm pretty sure Mike Browning might be wrong about this, but I heard that was also the vocalist for Morbid Angel. I also have a Morbid Angel shirt. That's pretty cool. But yeah, and I definitely kind of hear it. So yeah, if that's right, that's pretty cool. Maybe I should have done more research before I did this, but let's just get right into the tracks. Enough yapping. Alright, track number 1, Lake of Fire. The intro is very beautiful. It's sparkly with some angelic type choir in the back. A lot of these songs have pretty cinematic intros and some choir or some keyboard somewhere in it. And it adds some cool breaks in between. And it's just very, very interesting for death metal, you know? And then the song immediately jumps into chaos with the guitar just going crazy. Great mini solos throughout this song. And easily one of the catchiest hooks on the album, you know? Lake of Fire. Pretty sick, dude. Pretty tough. That's definitely a big highlight for me. Love that song. Track number 2, Standing in Blood. Great riff. And I love the constant, he does a throughout the intro, and I just really love when he does that. He kind of spams it a bit, but I really don't care. The song is about Satan destroying and ruling over heaven after leaving the Lake of Fire. So you see, the songs are kind of chronological, and it's pretty much about a cyborg traveling back in time to kill Jesus. So that's just so cool, bro. That's such a sick story for an album. I really love this thing. But yeah, let's keep it pushing. Track number 3, Visions from Beyond the Grave. Tons of sci-fi sounds and effects all over this song. With these rising and falling key progressions that are pretty cool. With the choir thing back as well. And I really like the vocal delivery on here with the communicate with the dead, afterlife, and then it goes back to the chord progressions. This is a tough song. This is a highlight for sure. I really like this one. Track number 4, Neolithic. Song starts with this ripping guitar solo. Really cool. And then the song is about the earth freezing over and continents like being ripped apart and just pretty much just like the world being over, right? And it causes like certain animals to die and others to evolve into like other life. And the latter half of the song has some cool melodic sci-fi vocals. So yeah, that song's pretty much just about like the end of the world, I guess. Track number 5, Undead Journey. This is the song about the cyborg being resurrected from the grave by Satan. Not a whole lot to say about it. This is probably one of the songs I go back to the least, but it's obviously technical, has great vocal delivery and solos, like every single song on here. If I said that if I said everything I like about each song, I would be repeating the same thing so many times. Next track, BC/AD. Cool voice effect in the beginning, makes him sound like an alien, and one of the best hooks on the album. Before Christ, I ruled the land. After death, I will rule once again. That's freaking tough, dude. He obviously says it way cooler. It's like, before Christ, I ruled the land. After death, I will rule once again. Like that. That's pretty cool. Next track, Andromeda Strain. Great keyboard in the intro. Easily one of my favorite keyboard songs. I think it does the most on here. And a sandwich song structure with solos in between all of the vocal parts. The song is about a plague covering the earth and infecting all life. So, you know, it wasn't just about the earth freezing and all the continents being ripped apart and stuff. They also gotta deliver a plague to the earth. So, Andromeda Strain. Next track, Droid Sector. The intro sounds like some alien ship charging up, or like some laser beam, which, like I said, every song pretty much has like a cinematic type intro. And the song is very chaotic, with some time signature changes and just great vocal delivery. And the song is about droids coming to Earth to finish off all the creatures and collect data to construct the time machine. We all know what he's going to use that for. Good old baby Jesus. So, that's coming up in the next song, Destroying the Manager. There are some sci-fi buttons and like whirring of electronics you can hear in the beginning of the song, and you can just assume that's the time machine. And the song is about the cyborg making it to 0 BC and killing baby Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. And the hook is tough. One of the best hooks on the album. Destroy the manager! Destroy the manager! That's tough, what? And the last track on the album, Empire of the Sands. This is pretty much just like a conclusion track, wrapping up how the cyborg is ruling the world after Christianity is reversed, after it's no longer. He rules with like synthetic slaves and a bunch of like advanced technology and stuff like that, and it kind of just goes into that. Another song I don't go back to too often. These are probably like the least interesting tracks. Empire of the Sands and Undead Journey. Those are the ones I go back to the least. But yeah, that is the album. Freaking banger. Banger. If you haven't listened to it, definitely go check it out. My final thoughts, highly technical for its time. Great storytelling and lyrics, very concise. No filler. Every song has a purpose, whether it be for lyrical or storytelling, or it's just a banger in general. And this is easily a personal top 10 death metal album of the 90s, without a doubt, bro. It's so good. Such a good album. I need to listen to their other albums. They're probably not going to be as good, but you never know. You never know. So, yeah, that's the album. Overall, like, genuinely would give this thing like a high 9, like a 9.7 or a 9.6. Like, there's not not even anything I can think of that I would change on here. If I'm being real, this is like my perfect technical death metal, old school death metal album. This might be a 10, bro. This genuinely might be a 10. I love this album. So, yeah, high 9 to a 10 on this for sure. Haven't checked it out, definitely go check it out. And if you have any recommendations for albums to listen to, I will always take them. So, leave them in the comments if you want. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Later.